Hello everyone, this is Ramani. I'm working as Assistant Professor of Chemistry in Nalla Narsimha Reddy Group of Institution. Today I'm going to explain breakpoint chlorination. Okay. We know that the chlorine gas we used to kill the microorganisms present in a water. Okay. That process we call disinfectant process. Okay. And after doing so many process in wastewater treatment like a screening, sedimentation, filtration, okay, still the water contains some organic compounds, reducing compounds and ammonia. Okay. When we add this chlorine gas to the water, the chlorine gas first reacts with these reducing compounds, organic compounds and ammonia, and there is no formation of residual chlorine. Generally, the residual chlorine acts as a strong disinfectant and it kills all the microorganisms and pathogens present in water. Okay, and the point where all the impurities present in water, such as reducing compounds, organic compounds, and ammonia, are oxidized by chlorine and further added the chlorine to the water, that chlorine is formed the residual chlorine and that act as a strong disinfectant and it kills the pathogens. Okay, and when we draw the graph in between applied chlorine and residual chlorine, this applied chlorine will take in the x-axis and residual chlorine will take in the y-axis. Okay, the point where up to A there is no residual chlorine will be formed. Look, because the water which contains the reducing compounds, organic compounds and other impurities, when we add the chlorine gas to the water, that chlorine gas is first reacts with reducing compounds and it oxidizes that reducing compounds and destruction of reducing compounds will be takes place. Here the no residual chlorine will be formed. But the point where A to B, here some residual chlorine formation will be takes place because the chlorine gas is combined with organic compounds and amines and form chloroorganics and chloramines. Okay. Here you can see in the reaction the hypochloric acid. It reacts with ammonia and form ammonium chloride, chloramines. Okay. And due to the formation of these chloramines, it, it is a combined formation of the chlorine. Okay, and the point where B to C, the partial destruction of chloroorganics will be takes place because the chloroorganics and chloramines break down and form free nitrogen and chlorine gas. Okay, with the point C, the all the residual chlorine formation will be takes place. Further added, the chlorine is act as a residual chlorine and it acts as a strong disinfectant. Okay, the point where the chloramines broken down and converted into nitrogen gas and chlorine is called breakpoint. And after this point, the addition of chlorine, that free residual chlorine is begins appears. Okay, and this residual chlorine acts as a disinfectant and it kills the pathogens. And over chlorination after this break point may leads unpleasant odor and taste. And generally this chlorine gas we used in so many ways, and in swimming pools also we use this chlorine gas to remove all the microorganisms present in the water. And what are the advantages and disadvantages in this process? It is a more effective and economical, and it does not produce any impurities in that treated water. And what is the disadvantage of this process? It produces the bad taste and odor. Okay, excess are adding the chlorine. It gives bad taste and also bad odor. And the excess chlorine produces irritation on mucous membrane. Okay, some health problems will be also takes place by to the added excess chlorine to the water.